Now we move to the graduation ceremony.
The degree of Doctor of Divinity, Honoris Causa, Reverend C. Valnal Roya.
Respected Master of Serampore College, I present to you the Reverend C. Valnal Roya, upon whom, on the recommendation of the Senate, the Master and the Council of Serampore College, have resolved to confer the degree of Doctor of Divinity, Honoris Causa, in recognition of his services to the Church and society. Reverend C. Valnal Roya was born on October 15, 1941, to Mr. Chala and Mrs. Tawanglion at Kuntha in Mizoram, and is married to Mandala Umi. They are blessed with 3 sons and 1 daughter. He did his theological studies at Aizawl Theological College, Aizawl, and received BTH and BD degrees from the Senate of Serampore College. He joined the pastoral ministry in the year 1971 and was ordained in 1974. After serving nearly 2 decades as pastor of the Presbyterian Church of Mizoram, both in rural and urban congregations, he became the administrative secretary of the Mizoram Synod and later elected as the moderator. As the secretary and moderator of the Synod, he initiated measures to strengthen the finance of the church. It was in his initiative the church started the social mission program. During his tenure, the Serampore Convocation was hosted at Aizawl Theological College in the year 1988 by the Mizoram Synod for the first time in Northeast India. As chairman of the Committee of Mizoram Churches Leaders for 3 consecutive terms, he contributed a great deal to promote unity and ecumenical cooperation among the various denominations of Mizoram. Together with all the leaders of the churches in Mizoram, he played a major role in passing the Mizoram Liquor Total Prohibition Act in the state. Under his dynamic leadership as the Senior Executive Secretary of the Mizoram Synod, he was instrumental in having representations of youths and women in the highest decision-making bodies of the church, including the membership in the Synod. He promoted working relationship and deeper partnership with various overseas churches such as the Presbyterian Church of America, Presbyterian Church of Wales, the Council for World Vision, and many other church bodies. As the Executive Secretary in charge of the theological education, he initiated the development of the postgraduate and doctoral programs at Aizawl Theological College. Reverend Valnal Roya has been actively associated with the ecumenical bodies in the Northeast India, including Northeast India Christian Council, Bible Society of India, and Churches Auxiliary for Social Action. In the Northeast India Council, Christian Council, he served as the chairperson of the Church Union Committee, while he served as the president of Aizawl Auxiliary of Bible Society of India. The auxiliary topped the list of 10 largest contributors for the Bible Society of India ministry and built the auxiliary building with 4 flags. Under his leadership, the services rendered to the rural areas in the state by CASA of Mizoram state is aptly recognized and appreciated both by the people and state authority. Recognizing his significant contribution towards the development of theological education in Northeast India, the Council of Serampore College appointed him as its member for a term. His ecumenical and social involvement and commitment to theological education deserve recognition and appreciation both by the church and society. He has authored 18 books, both English and Wisdom, and more than 50 essays and articles. His pastoral leadership, able administration, reformist agenda coupled with personal integrity, diligence, punctuality, and transparency command respect and honor by the church and government of Israel. The Senate and the Council of Serampore College heartily welcome the Reverend C. Manuel Furia into the honored and distinguished fellowship of the graduates of the college. In honoring him, we are honoring our own founders, our alma mater, and her countless alumni who are engaged in issues of peace, justice, dignity, and equality. I present to you, sir, the Reverend C. Manuel Furia for the distinction of the degree of Doctor of Divinity.
By virtue of the powers and authority vested in the Council of Serampore College, I admit Reverend C. Wallal Rawaya to the degree of Doctor of Divinity, honoris causa, for his eminent scholarship and service to the Christian Church.
Sir, I Sir, I also present to you the Reverend Helmut Grimsman, upon whom, on the recommendation of the Senate, the Master and the Council of Serampore College have resolved to confer the degree of Doctor of Divinity honoris causa with recognition of his services to the Church and society. Reverend Helmut Grimsman was born on September 10, 1951 in a town in northern Germany. After early education, he went to study theology at the Mission Seminary in Hamburg from 1970 to 1976. The seminary has a long tradition in training missionaries for the works in Africa, Asia, and Latin America. He started his ministry in Tehran as an intern pastor for the German-speaking Protestant congregation. During his one-year stay, he got acquainted with the Islamic world. Later, he completed his advanced theological education and was ordained in April 1980. In the year 1981, he went as a theological teacher and served in the Central African Republic till 2007. With a 4-year break in between. In 2007, Reverend Grimsman returned to Germany and took the position of Asia Secretary of the Evangelical Lutheran Mission of Lower Saxony, Hamburg. He became the head of the Overseas Department and is currently serving as the Deputy Director of ELM, working with churches in India, Ethiopia, Russia, and the Central African Republic. Coming to one of the poorest countries of the world, the Central African Republic, Reverend Grimsman quickly realized that the questions of poverty and underdevelopment are closely linked to the polity of the country. And he encouraged the church and his students to engage in political education. He became aware of the fact that the churches of the region, like the population at large, were virtually ignorant in matters of modern polity and made efforts to teach and propagate democracy as a political system. which would be beneficial for the development of the country and of the church as well. He translated, printed, and distributed works of the South African scholar Klaus Nunberger, was struggling to promote liberal democracy in the newly liberated South Africa after the dismantling of apartheid. And Helmut Grimsman has always contended that the seminaries must integrate political education in the curriculum. For him, theological curricula of the West, when taught in the developing world, it shuns the contextual realities. He insisted that the theological schools must give political education to create political awareness among the faith communities in the countries in Africa, South America, and Asia. From Grimston also became aware of the fact that the demographic structure of a society is of great importance for the public and political life of the country. Following the stages of faith concept developed by James W. Fowler, he observed that the great number of young people in a population will make them more vulnerable to seduction, manipulation, and radicalization, given the fact that in an age under 20, people are more prone to follow leaders and submit to authoritative systems. He also observed that traditional societies like the one he lived in Central Africa have a tendency to slow down the process of maturing, with the result that even people who are no more adolescents behave like adolescents. He contends that education is a solution to the problem and encourages churches to engage in it wherever they can. He also observes that churches themselves have a tendency to not to encourage young people to mature and become independent thinkers because of the inherent power structure of the churches. Reverend Helmut Grimsman is a man of practical sense who brings his theological insights into his work with churches worldwide. He discovered that the experiences he made in the Central African Republic do have value for discussions with Christians and project leaders in Siberia, Ethiopia, or India, and tries to let them bear fruit in his interaction with them. I present to you, sir, the Reverend Helmut Grimsman for the distinction of the degree of Doctor of Divinity.
By virtue of the powers and authority vested in the Council of Serampore College, I admit Reverend Helmut Grimsman to the degree of Doctor of Divinity, honoris causa, for his eminent scholarship and service to the Christian Church.
Doctor of Theology, Doctor of Ministry, Master of Theology, Bachelor of Divinity, Bachelor of Christian Studies, Bachelor of Theology, Bachelor of Missiology, Diploma in Clinical Pastoral Counseling, Diploma in Christian Studies, Diploma in Bible Translation. So I present to you the candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degrees of Serampore College, and I pray that they may receive them at your hand this day.
So the candidates from the following affiliated colleges have completed all that is required by the statutes and regulations relating to the degree of Doctor of Theology. Degree of Doctor of Theology. C. Vanlal Dika. Gladstone Robert N.B. H. Adlin Ragina Bai. Ismail Momo. A. Dali Ao. Valerie Wilson. C.V. Burgess. James George. L. Bimol Singh. C. Thankapan. L. H. Rousey. D. Krishdas.
By virtue of the powers and authority vested in the Council of Serampore College, I admit you to the Doctor of Theology, urging you so to walk and act that your conduct shall be at all times glorify the name of our Lord Jesus Christ and worthily maintain the honor of your standing in the college.
The House is expected to maintain the dignity and quorum. You may clap, but please do not make any noise.